Hi, everybody. It's the summer, and some people are beginning to get ready to start playing the oboe for the first time next school year. A lot of fifth graders getting ready to start. And so I wanted to make a video about something really simple for the oboe because I've seen some information about it and I don't like it. So I wanted to just give you my perspective on soaking an oboe reed and putting it into the oboe. So if you are more advanced, you definitely don't need this video, but if you are just getting your oboe out of the case for the first or second time, I hope this might be helpful to you. So you're gonna have some oboe reeds from somewhere. When I first started playing the oboe, I had one that worked. It came with my oboe. It was a Rico reed, and I had played the clarinet before that, and I played Rico reeds on clarinet, and I had this Rico oboe reed, and it was the best reed I've ever had in my whole entire career. And I played it for a few months, and it worked great. And then I could never get another one again. And all the reeds I had after that, I couldn't even make sound on. They were awful, I think. So just a couple things when you're getting it out of the case. The first thing you have to do is you soak the reed. So you might have it in a little plastic tube or something. This one's funny looking. Let me give you one that's more normal looking. But whatever you do, take it out carefully. These reeds are super, super fragile. Sometimes they're in these like little coffins. Sometimes they're in plastic tubes. The tip of the reed is extremely fragile. If it's a decent reed, it's really fragile. So what I do is I dip it in water. Now, I have this little bowl here. I carry a cup with me when I go to work. I have a little bowl and I just dip the reed in water like this. I do not touch the tip of the reed to the bottom of the bowl or the bottom of the cup because the tip of the reed is very fragile and you want to make this thing last as long as possible. These are expensive and finicky, so you don't want to kill them before their time. So I just dip it just like I did there, and then I suck the water off. I don't touch the wood part of the reed really at all. Well, you shouldn't. I do. But you can see I just like dipped it in the water. I'll do it again. You only need to do it once. Dip it in the water, kind of get rid of the excess, and I'm just letting it soak up the water. The reed won't work dry, so don't try. Okay, here's one that is soaked and ready to go. I'm gonna leave this reed soak for like 2 minutes maybe, and it should be ready after that. You don't wanna let it sit forever unless it's really old. And I just use kind of room temperature water. You can go special and do fancy things like hot water if you have a dead reed that you want to try to open up a little bit, but just use regular room temperature water, 2 minutes. Oh, so I just set the thing down on my desk like that, okay? Or I set it down somewhere safe just to soak up the water. Here's one that's ready to go. How do I know it's ready to go? Well, it looks right to me, but if you've never played the oboe before, you're not gonna know what it looks like. I'm looking at the tip of the reed, can you see that? And it's like all nice and smooth now because there are no dry parts. And I can make noise on it like this. And it's easy to make noise on it like that. If you can't make noise on the reed like that, it's not gonna work for you. So maybe you need to soak it for another minute or something like that. Let's see, how's this one doing? Yeah, it's just a garbage one from my desk. But yeah, it's getting ready. It'll probably get better if I'm dipping it one more time. I feel like it needs a little bit more water. So one of the things you might wanna look for in your beginning reeds is, can they make noise like this? And if they can, then you stand a chance putting it in the oboe. A lot of the reeds that you buy are super flat. One thing you can test is what's called the crow of the reed. I do it in a little bit of an unusual way, but basically you're just gonna stick the reed in your mouth up to the thread. This is not how you actually play the reed for real, but you're gonna see what note that plays. So it's a slightly sharp C. That's fine. You want it to be C. I can pinch it open a little bit. It's a little dry. And I get the C. Some people have other notes in there. They have an octave below. Whatever, you can manipulate it to get all these things. But if it's like an F below that or something like that, the reed's just going to be way too flat for you. So anyway, that's how you know that it's ready to go. And now I want to show you how to put it in the oboe. I have a video on YouTube where I show you how to hold your oboe. Now I always hold my oboe like this. I never pick it up and turn it to another angle because I'm really religious about developing a water track on the back of the instrument so I don't get water in my keys. So when I put my reed in, I am maintaining this position, right? The oboe at this angle. I don't know what you call it, but you kids who are good at geometry would know what angle this is. Okay, and now I stick my reed in. You have to know which side is which. If you have a teacher, they can tell you. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna look at that reed and you're gonna see that one blade is longer than the other. I don't know if you can see this on my phone, but I can see if I look up here really closely. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Can you see, is it gonna focus? I don't know that it's gonna focus, but it's something I can see with my naked eye, and you'll be able to see with your naked eye too. Maybe you need to put some light on or put your glasses on. Where are mine? I don't even know. And the slightly longer blade usually goes best on your top lip. So once you've determined which side is which, you can mark it, or you can just remember, or you can learn to see it. And so I'm gonna put that longer blade, the slightly longer blade, on my top lip. I'm gonna hold my oboe like this. I'm gonna kind of like, let's see, I have it on my knee like this. And then stick the reed up here. Let's see, can you see that? I kind of feel the right angle, and then I just slide it in, okay? Sometimes if the reed is too big, like the cork is too thick, you can use cork grease. I don't ever use cork grease. Let me show you how to take it out. I just grab here, I'm holding down here, gently. You don't want to ever turn anything too hard because the oboe is very finicky. And so I just kind of twist it out like that. And I grab from the cork. You definitely don't grab from the wooden part. The thread part's not so effective either. So just grab from the top of the cork and twist it out. What was I gonna say? If it's too hard to get in and out, this is what I do. I just put a little spit on the bottom of it because that lubricates things well enough that, that it slides in and out nicely for me, and I don't have to deal with cork grease, and I don't want to deal with cork grease. Okay, so now once I get it in here, I'm gonna see if it feels right. And well, I know by looking. So I'm going to look down the oboe at this angle, okay? And I try to get the reed, let's see, you see that? I'm gonna get it just right. I'm gonna show you. Now, everybody has their own angle here. Sorry, let me show you. I'm twisting just a little bit. You can twist it this way or that way. That feels right to me. Okay, so that, I'm holding my fingers and I'm looking down, and the reed's exactly parallel with my fingers. Or it's parallel with these keys here. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, see how I'm just trying to get it parallel there. This is not looking so... But anyway, you don't want it like this, look. Right? That's no fun. It's always good to start from like an aligned position, and then if you decide that you want it a little bit off one way or another as you get better, you can deal with that. Anyway, I'll show you one more time. Here, I'm gonna take the reed out, just twisting with my fingers easily. I saw a video about this and someone called this the receiver. This is the reed well, and then this is the cork or the tube of the reed. My tubes are usually a little thick for my reed well, so this is my technique. I just go like that. Sometimes they're very loose and you don't have to worry about that. And when they're too loose, it's not good. And then I maybe alter it a little bit this way, turning this way or that way. I always go from the cork. You can like balance the oboe bell, something like that. And then you can, if it's like really tight, you can kind of pull it out like that you can hold here and pull out like that. Or stick it in like that. Again, the longest blade on the top lip. Oh, and yet it's the one that I soaked, okay? So it's ready. Don't stick the reeds with the bottom on something because they're fragile. Okay, I'm gonna make some more like this.